is Jennifer with Feminine Fire, and I'm super excited for this video today because this is something that I've been wanting to do for a long time. As you can see, I'm sitting in a chair and I want to show you some things that you can do when seated in a chair to practice your belly dance isolations. This is really helpful for a number of reasons. One, being seated in a chair can help you to really isolate the muscles because you don't have as many other muscles to move that might come in and help. So it really helps you to feel what you're doing, and it really helps you to effectively isolate. Another good reason to know how to do this is for some reason you might not be able to walk around. Maybe you have limited mobility from an injury or for whatever reason. So it's a really good option to have. Another reason is that sometimes you are just sitting in a chair, and when you're sitting in a chair, it is helpful to be practicing your belly dance movements. Maybe you're a passenger in a car. Maybe you're seated at your desk and you just want to get some movement in, and you want to move your body and get your blood moving and practice your belly dance at the same time. So I'm going to show you some belly dance isolations that you can do in your upper body, in your lower body as well. That's going to help you to improve your belly dance technique and to kill two birds with one stone when you happen to be seated in a chair for whatever reason. So I hope you enjoy this video, and let's get started. Okay, I'm super excited for this video. I don't know why I'm so excited, but I am. Okay, so let's start with our upper body isolations. We're going to start with some rib cage slides. So we're just going right and left, right? So have your shoulders down and back. Still, you want to have good posture even when you're seated. Slide, slide, slide. So you're really focusing on these obliques here. Slide, slide. Shoulders down and back, pulling up to the top of your head. Slide, 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 slide. Also, even when you're doing your slides, I really want you to focus on pulling in your belly button towards your spine. Why? That's going to help you to protect your low back and make sure that your low back is supported. Another thing that I want you to be aware of is when you're seated here in a chair, watch your posture in your lower back. Keep that going. I'm going to show you what I mean. So here I'm seated. I don't want to have an excess curve here in my lower back. So I want to be tucked in so my back is more straight. Pulling your belly button into your spine is going to help with that. If I'm not careful, this is going to happen, and I'm going to do my ribcage slides with my back too curved, which is going to create some tension in my low back, and it's not going to feel good. So I want you to tuck your tailbone under without collapsing in your upper body. Pull your belly button into your spine and slide from that place. Slide, slide, slide. That'll make sure that it's really isolated into your obliques. You can, with your legs, you can just sit however feels right for you. You can have a wider stance in your legs, a narrower stance. It feels good for me to just rest my hands here on my legs. Slide. I can really feel my obliques working here because I can't move anything else. So it really helps me to feel those muscles and properly work them. Okay, let's do a chest lift and drop. Lift, drop, lift, drop, lift, drop. So it's just a chest lift and drop. It's a very small movement. I'm just lifting a little bit above neutral and then right back down. I want to be sure that I don't lift and then collapse. Lift and collapse. And especially in this movement, keep that going. You want to make sure that you're not doing that arch in your low back. So not here, here. Lift, drop, lift, drop. See, it's very, very small. I'm just squeezing my shoulder blades down and back, lifting the chest, picturing like a string pulling up here. Drop, lift, drop, squeeze, drop, squeeze. I'm not here at that bottom, just a little bit above neutral and down. Lift, drop. And as you can see, when you're seated, you don't have as much room because nothing else is helping. So it's just really small, like 1.5 inches. Okay, now let's try some squares. All right, I'm gonna mirror you. We'll go to the right first. Lift, slide, drop. Right, lift, left, drop. Right, lift, left, drop. I can really feel my blood moving here. I'm starting to get warm just from doing these rib cage slides and squares. And slide, lift, slide, drop. Let's try to pick it up. Slide, lift, slide, drop. Watch that lower back. Make sure you're not overarching. Slide, drop, slide, lift, slide, drop, slide. Slide, lift. Try to smile. This is something I'm working on too, so I don't have that effort face. Slide, lift, slide, drop, slide, lift. Okay, now let's smooth it out. Let's do some rib cage circles here. Slide, lift. I'll show you what it looks like from the side. All right, let's try those squares to the other side. To the left first. Left, lift, drop. Left, lift, right, drop. Left, lift, slide, drop. Left, lift, slide. Okay, let's pick it up. Slide, lift, slide, drop. 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 Slide, lift, slide. And really try to improve those isolations. Even though the movement is smaller, really try to get those muscles activated. Now let's smooth it out. Good. Slide lift, slide lift. So you're drawing a circle on the wall. All right. Woo. Shake it out. Woo. Okay. Let's move into our arms here. Let's do some shimmies. Just front, back, front, back, front, back, front, back, front, back, back, front, back. Let's pick it up, and remember, when you make a movement faster, you're going to make it smaller, looser. This is great practice for making sure that your whole body doesn't move when you do a shoulder shimmy. That's usually what happens, and you can tell when you're wearing like a hip scarf, is like your hip scarf will really start making some noise. So you can also really practice here with tightening your core to really keep it isolated in the shoulders instead of the rest of your body. Okay, great. All right, let's just take a break here, kind of stretch it out. Now we're gonna do some shoulder rolls. Gonna open up the chest here. Okay, now we're gonna do one at a time. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Really, you're gonna just focus on the shoulder coming forward and back, forward and back. So you're drawing a little circle again with your shoulder. And right, left, right, left. Right, left, right. Now let's connect the two. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. You could add your slides with it. You can do snake arms here. Reach, 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 reach. All right, okay, now we're gonna move into the lower body. I'm gonna turn my chair. You're gonna see me here. And this is great for practicing your armies. So first, just allow your pelvis to tilt forward and back. Forward, back. Forward, back. And when it goes forward, it's more of a release than you pushing your pelvis forward. Just release gently. Watch that curve in the low back. Strong contraction. Pull the belly button into the spine and let your tailbone tuck under. Release. Tuck, release. Tuck, release. Tuck, release. Tuck, release. Tuck, release. Tuck, release. Pull the belly button into the spine. Tuck, release. Tuck, release. Tuck, release. Tuck, release. Okay, now the Ami has a right and left too. This is a little bit harder to see, but I am contracting my sides here. I'm trying not to use my glutes. I'm just trying to use my obliques here. Let me show you what it looks like from the front. It's kind of hard to see. It looks like I'm using my glutes, but I'm really trying to keep it in my obliques. I can feel it a little bit in my glutes. Try as much as you can to keep it here, even though it's very, very small. This is also a good practice if you want to consciously try to engage your glutes. Use a glute squeeze. Right. Right, left, right, left. Those are great for your hip bumps, having that glute strength. Okay, let's turn this into an Ami. Just wanted to show you those obliques there. Okay, so I have my side to side, but I'm really releasing, contract, release, contract. One, two, three, four. One, two, three, four. Let's slow it down. Release, side, side, contract. Release, side, side, contract. Let's reverse it. You're probably going to notice a big difference from side to side. But try to keep the movement below your belly button. All the muscles below your belly button. I definitely feel a difference. This side is harder for me. Takes a lot more concentration. But focus on all parts of it. You have your tuck, side, release, side. Really kind of feel into it. It's not about the speed here. It's about using the right muscles. And I feel my glutes trying to come in and help. I'm aware of that, but I'm refocusing on trying to get my abs, my pelvic floor to do the work here, not my glutes. So it's good the more you're aware of it, that you can change the focus. last move you can practice here is doing your undulations. Obviously, you can't really do a lot of the undulation on the bottom. This is what it looks like. Lift, roll down. 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 Woo! Do some circles. So I just want to show you how fun that can be to just do your belly dance isolations while you're seated in a chair. You have so many different options. If you want to do your shoulders, your shimmies, your rib cage, your undulations, your amis. It's a great practice.